Good call. Okay. 16. I didn't do this one. All right. So we graph it. Oh, y'all can't see. Sorry. Yes, it's not in order, but your calculator is smart enough. Like you can enter it in exactly how they have it. I know if we divide or did anything with that, we would have to put it in order. But for graphing, your calculator can handle this. So I would type in 2x minus x to the third, and then I graph it, and I just look for the match, and it looks like which one? A? Does it look like A to y'all? Oh, and this is not the second review. I think this is the first. I don't know. I've got so many reviews. Okay, and do y'all notice there are two turning points? That's a turning point, and that's a turning point. It means where is it to turn around? It's almost like if you were saying how many curves are in that road. There are two big curves, right? Something like that. Are we good with 16? Yes? Okay. Moving on to 17. This one, again, it's ready for you to graph. Just type it in exactly how they have it. So I'm going to go to y equals, and I can't use h, so I use x, and then x minus 10, or I guess you can use h, but I just use x, and then x minus 8. Is everybody okay with what I've typed in so far? Yes. And now I'm going to graph it. Now, you may notice it goes up and then it comes back down. The reason they tell you this right here, they want you to look from 0 to 10. That's from here to here. Where is the maximum? Y'all, it's somewhere up here. I can't see it, right? It's somewhere up there. So what does that mean I need to do with my window? I need to take it up more. So I would just, is everybody okay so far? If I go too fast, stop me. All right. So I will look at my window, and which one makes it go up more? Y max? What do y'all think? Look at these numbers. What do you notice our answers are? Like in the hundreds, so maybe I should go to like 125 or something, or 150 or whatever. So pick a number. I'll do 125. Is everybody with me so far? And then if I press graph, hey, now I see it. Do y'all see the maximum? Yeah? So how do you find that? Because look, and why am I looking for maximum? What is this word right here? What is the maximum volume? What are you trying to find? Maximum. So I will press, what do I press? Second trace, number 4. And this is like the last chapter. You go to the left of it and press enter. Go to the right of it, by the max, the top part. And then go back to it, the tip top part. And what is the maximum? It looks like it's 105. So that is C. Any questions on number 17? We're good with that part. So that one you'll have to change your window. Okay. 18 and 19, I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100%, but I'm betting there's like only one of these on there. There was no reason to put two of the same problem, okay? So, but I'll go ahead and go through both of them. Where are my zeros on this one? It says, what are the zeros? So let me write those down. 0, 2, and -5. I'm going to write them down because it asked me for them. And then I'm going to plot them. So -5, 2, and 0. Is everybody okay so far? That's what zeros are. Then what do I have to find? Just where the graph goes. I know it's going to just do some up and down curves. So I'll press y equals, and I've got x minus 2, and then x plus 5. Okay? Is everybody good with that? And then when I graph it, oh, my window's all messed up. I'm going to see if I can zoom 6. I can. All right. So I can tell that this side, what happens over here? It goes like off the chart. Like you don't even have to draw that. Let me redo that. That looks terrible. Let me just make it look a tiny bit better. Does everybody understand that part? I'm just saying, hey, it went up off my graph. Are we good with that? Now, on this one, do you think I can find how low it goes? One thing you can do is kind of count. And the other thing you can do is press that trace button. Watch, if I press just the trace button, I can kind of figure out, hey, what is that number roundabout? It looks like it's over 1 and down how many? 6. So it's not really exactly that. So I'm just going to kind of guess. Okay, and then it goes back up. There you go. Does this make sense to everybody? So you have your 3 zeros, you listed them and you plot them, and then you kind of draw your graph. You just kind of match the pieces. Yes, we're okay with this? No. Think of it like those color. Did y'all ever do those color pages when you were little and you had like each little square and you had to match? It's basically like doing that. Don't even relate it to math. Just like match what goes with what square. Okay? Maybe I just confused the heck out of some of y'all.
No, come on. You do it like that.
Yeah. Okay, can I erase this one? We're good? Yes? Did anybody need to make a copy of it or anything real quick? Are we good? Or you can make one later if you need it. Right after we're done with this, I'll answer questions because I know I have some from the other. I know I've got like 2 so far from the extra reviews. What are my zeros on here? I've got 3 of them. What are they?
-3, 3, and 4.
-3, 3, and 4. So then I'm gonna write them, and then I'm gonna plot them. So between you and your partner, hopefully you don't forget to actually write them. Okay? Then let's graph. Let's see where we go up and down. So I've got x plus 3, x minus 3, and x minus 4. Okay, so it looks like the first one goes way off. So I'm just going to kind of like, zoop, there it is. Okay, that's awful. This one looks like it comes down to about there. Does everybody kind of see that?
It doesn't have to be like exact.
No. It looks like it might be at 2, but I'll look. Let me trace it.
But do we need to trace it? Like, is that?
You don't have to. I just wouldn't be like totally off. Like this one is 3 down 1.5. That's about what I did. Okay, I just kind of guessed. Trace, like I couldn't tell if it was 1 or 2. It looked like it was almost 2. I just went with 1.5 on mine. Is everybody okay with that? And yeah, that doesn't have to be exact. I kind of want the shape. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have wanted you to go like way down here with it. You know what I mean? Because then I could tell you didn't look back at your graph and try. I just want some effort on that part. The roots and the shape. That's really what matters. Okay. Oh, were we done with that? Everybody okay with that? Hope so. Now number 20. Moving along. This one, a relative max and min. We just graph it and let the calculator do all the work, right? All they want's the answer. So 2x to the third plus x squared minus 11x. Okay, and then I will graph it. I can't quite see my maximum, so I need to go up a little bit. So I'm going to go to my window. I don't know. I'm thinking 20 may work. Let's see. Did I go up enough? I did. Is everybody good with that? Now, let's find the max, and then we'll go to the right and find the min. So second trace, I went to max. Now I'm going to go to the left, then to the right, and back to the tip top. And what is that maximum? Some of you will just put 12, and some of you will put negative 1.5, comma, 12. Either way is fine, okay? You can put negative 1.5, 12, or you could have just put 12. Negative 1.5 is definitely not the answer, though. That's not a math. Then we have to find the minimum. So I will press second trace number 3 and go down here. So enter, go to the right, and then back to it. And what is that one? 1.2, I guess I could do 1.2 and negative 8.3. I don't know what numbers they used. 1.2 and negative 8.3. Or you could have just put negative 8.3. That's also a minimum value. Okay? Is everybody good with that? Yeah? Or y'all got this? Y'all seem like y'all got it. Or either you are just lost. And you won't tell me. Do y'all have a question?
Is that all you put, or do you need to label, like on the test, what the max, like you put max and then you put the numbers, or can you just put that?
It doesn't. Yeah, if you put that, I'm gonna know that what you found the max, because otherwise, if you you had to put in your calculator as a max. So I would know. I'm just gonna look for both of these answers. If you want to, you can write max min. I'm just looking for both of those answers though. But in order for your calculator to give you that, you had to pick that it was the maximum. So I would know that you put it in there right. We already, I don't know if everybody had that. Did y'all have that?
Yeah.
Or y'all, okay. All right, number 21. All right, this one says, and I'm betting for like 21 and 22, I think I just put 21 on there. So do I need to do 22 or do y'all just want me to do 21? Just do 21. Okay. Let me make sure. I have it. I do. Sorry, I'm just double checking before I told you that. I just did the relative max or min. Yeah, this one is just like 21. 22 is not on there. All right, so 21, that says find the solutions by graphing. So we just go to our calculator and we type in x squared plus 2x plus 2. I bet this is just going to be a parabola. How do I know that? Because it's a quadratic. It's got a square. If it had a cubic, it would be, see, I hope y'all are kind of starting to learn shapes, and I hope it's coming together. So, anyway, where does it cross?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. So, what's this answer?
No solution.
No solution. Yeah, or no real solution.
You
Okay?
have to graph it?
Yeah, we'll graph it. We're still going to graph it on here. Just pick a few little points. But does everybody understand you still have to write no solution or no real solution, either answer? Because do y'all see where does it cross? It doesn't. It doesn't go far enough down. For me to graph it, I would just go to my table. Oh, goodness. Where am I at? Okay, that's more like it. I've got several numbers here. Negative 3, 5. Negative 2, 2. Negative 2, 2. And then what's some more? Negative 1, 1. 0, 2. 1, 5. I just picked several. And then I just draw my shape. And the other part of my answer is no solution. Okay? Everybody good with that one? Yeah. And again, I'll just skip 22. That way we have time for questions. Oh, did y'all need that table still?
No.
Okay. And y'all, tomorrow, like if you need extra time, that's fine. You can stay. My 4th hour, your 4th hour, I'm assuming y'all aren't really doing anything at that point tomorrow. I don't know. But my 4th hour, I have a very small class. So if you and your partner are not finished with your test, y'all can just stay in here. Okay, 23, classify it by degree. That's what's important. Not how many terms are there. What's the degree of this one? What's the highest exponent? 4. We call 4 quartic. What if it was 5? It would be quintic. If it was 3, cubic. If it was 2, quadratic. Okay? It'll probably be one similar to this. Quartic, quintic, cubic, quadratic. And 1 is linear, but it shouldn't be that. 1 is just linear, a straight line. 2 with a 2 up there, it's a quadratic, it's a parabola. 3 is cubic. think of like volume, like length, width, height, because you got to the third power. So it's cube. It's a cube. I guess that's where they got it from. That would be my guess. Okay, this one, oh, I already told y'all 24 is not on there. Okay, 24 was not what I thought it was, so I put the wrong problem on.
There's so much division on this diagram.
There's so much what?
Division.
Oh, yeah, so I think did I tell y'all, like, I'll go through it in a second and say, there's one like this, there's one like this, so you'll kind of know how many division problems there are. So let me just see, do I have 25 and 26? I know 27 is on there. I just did 16. I have the synthetic, I have this one on there. Do y'all want me to do 25? It's not on there. I mean, I think there was one on the other page like that. Oh, so Michaela, that may take off the one that we were having that problem with. 25 isn't on there. So, but I still, in a second, I'll work this on my own over here and see if I get the right answer. Yeah?
25 is one that you usually do the 0 with, right?
25 is the one, but I want to see if the study guide gives, if this has the right answer.
Yeah.
I have negative
The answer
36.
that you gave us the other day is right. It's just division.
Okay, for some reason hers wasn't. Anyway,
I do mine different though.
yeah, I'm going to look in just a second and see what's going on with that one, but I'm going to skip it for now, just because I'm curious. But 26 and 27 are on there, so let me go through that. It says synthetic division, so what's my number? It's going to be positive 2, and then let's write negative 6, 18, negative 7, negative 10. Everybody good so far? We just wrote all of our numbers, our coefficients. Bring down negative 6. What is 2 times negative 6? Negative 12. And then we add on synthetic division. Chloe, I think, is the only one not doing that. It's okay.
I just missed that day. And
Yeah. Well, just ignore what I'm saying now and just do your own.
It makes sense. I've already done it though.
Okay. 2 times 6 is 12, and we add. And then 2 times 5 is 10, and I add. So there's no remainder. Would that one be a factor then?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but it didn't ask for that. It just wants us to divide. So now I have to actually write my answer. I've almost got it. That would be partial credit. But don't forget, if this one started with a third power, what's this one going to start with? A square, a 2. So I'm going to have negative 6x squared plus 6x plus 5. That is the final answer. Is everybody okay with that one?
How do you know when it just wants the remainder?
That one is when it asks for something like this, p of negative 2. That means plug in negative 2. Like if it tells you negative 2 on that one, think of it as plug this number in. That's what p stands for. It's really not what p stands for. But just pretend like that's telling you plug in negative 2. Don't do the opposite like here. And then on those, that's all it wants is the remainder. But I think it's multiple choice. So when you get to your answer choices, then you would remember, oh yeah, it's just the remainder.
So if it isn't, if we write the whole problem, we still have our remainders.
I'd still see it, yeah. But I think it's multiple choice, so you would have to pick that one. Oh, okay, I can go ahead and do this one. This one you just distribute and write it in order, okay? So first of all, what's negative 2 times negative 5? A positive 10 and x to the 4th, because you've got 2 and 2. You just add exponents. What is negative 2 times 4? Negative 8, and that's x to the 5th. If you leave it like that, it's partial credit, because you did distribute. But what's wrong about that being in standard form? They're not in order. Standard form is all about decreasing order. So it wants your exponent first, that's to the 5th power. This one would be quintic. It's not asking that though. Okay? And we're done. Do y'all?
What was wrong with number 25?
On this paper, I don't know that anything was wrong with it. Let me try it real quick.
No, it's
Well, I'm going to pause. I'm going to stop my recording.
This one was right. It was just
Yeah, I
on the
went
new
to
one.
the-
On the new one. Oh, okay. So this one was right. I wanted to make sure.